I have a Harley Davidson, or we burn rubber like they torch or rigs, and her hair is yellow and her teeth are sharp, or we ride with Big Money Babe and she play the harp. She sing to me folk songs all about death. When I asked her why, she said it's the best, so I licked my third and let out a clutch. Oh, sniff this shit, honey, it won't take much. I said, baby, you're like milk and honey to me. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Yeah. Baby, you're like milk and honey to me. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Said I'm alive and we are alone, and I know for sure the Rose my home with her red bandana and a cool dark shades. Oh, we ride real fast and
fuck you, feel you, suck you, touch you, kiss you, lick you, suck you, fuck you, bite you, taste you, chew you, munch you, take you, tear you, break you, punch you, impress you, undress you, caress you, arrest you, harass you, molest you. You like it, I've seen you, I'll tease you, demean you, control you, absolve you, betray you, enslave you. In my place, I'll fuck you. You, take you out for dinner, feed you, look into your eyes, seduct you, kiss your lips a little, suck you, smooch you, pass you, please you, tease you, pick you up and then I'll leave you. When you feel your heart erupt, I'll take you to my place and fuck you, feel you, suck you, touch you, kiss you, lick you, suck you, fuck you, bite you, taste you, chew you, munch you, take you, tear you, break you, punch you, hardcore sex, I am the best. You don't protest, I will molest you, lick you, touch you, titty, suck, I'll take you to my place and fuck you.
Are you clipping that next one?
No, you don't clip, no.
Oh.
Just,
Yeah, I'll be watching, don't worry.
Yeah, just gonna make it smooth though. So
Of course.
Well,
Well, I've been lady only for like 2 months here, so...
I know you know, I'm just reminding you.
Yeah.
It's like when you say...
I don't let you hit the tree, don't worry, like you did. And I nearly had second asshole.
Oh, you okay?
Why do you jump like that? Does the music get you down? Doing 120 and leave me hands up. Get on your chair and turn the computer on. Why do you jump like that? Does the music get you down? Doing 120 and leave me hands up. Get on your chair and turn the computer on. I love technology. I love technology. I love technology. I love technology. Then you suffer, makes you go like a hawk. Put in the disc and turn it on. Play away, yes, okay, play away. You're not doing any wrong. Then you suffer, makes you go like a hawk. Put in the disc and turn it on. Play away, yes, okay, play away. You're not doing any wrong. I love technology. I love technology. I love technology. I love technology.
In Mount Arapiles, there is this amazing climb called Punks in a Gym. Punks in a Gym is the first 8B plus in the world, being climbed by Wolfgang Gullich in 1987.
85.
95. And he's dead now. Oh.
He's dead.
Yeah, I've been trying route on and off for last year, and I spent 2 months trying the route, but it wasn't very consistent because conditions weren't always the best, and it's very condition dependent. Plus, first 3 weeks I progressed on the route really well. I worked all the moves. I worked the crux move, which took me the longest, the drive-by jump move, because it's very unique, and I think it's quite hard for girls because it's a very shouldery move.
Go on, go for it. Good, Miller. Come on. Go for it.
How would you describe, like, because it's so flat?
It's like grabbing a fridge.
Grabbing the fridge, yeah.
And then you do a drive-by
It's like,
to the bird bath.
From like a left smear.
Yeah.
it's like jumping into
Real
the freezer.
hasty, you have to drive down on that
It's like
left.
jumping into the freezer.
Yeah, exactly.
So left side, the actual crux move
Or
after
the top shelf where the
top
cookies
shelf.
setting up for the actual
Hold on.
crux move.
Come on, Miller. Go on. Go. Come on.
Yeah!
That was good.
Fuck, I held a little bit. Come on.
I gave you a little bit extra then.
How much do I want to root? It's my dream. I want to do it, and I'll do anything it takes to do it. And I'm back. I'll be back when the conditions improve, and then yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, take. Ah! Sorry. I was fucking idiot.
That's really good.
What?
When did you first start trying the route?
Oh, I started trying the route in 2002. I was actually guiding some friends out in the Kachung area, and I had a bit of a nasty abseil accident off the end of the rope. It was a bit of a 15-metre spill down a low-angled rock face, and I sprained my ankle, and that kind of hampered my attempts on the route. And then I went back, I think. When did I go back? I must have gone back in about 2008 or something. Maybe it was 2009. And 2007, there you go. And I had some bad experiences with fixed protection on the wall. Yeah, the wire broke and I swung in, creamed the rock face.
Yeah, me up in.
Yamila gave me a bad belay, yeah.
Oh, thank.
Yeah, and yeah, and that ended pretty abruptly with a sore rib cage. And oh, yeah. Well, when I did it actually, which was last year, 2010, it was yeah, it's just jugs. You know, it's probably I don't know why it was the first 8B plus in the world. I think since the hold's been manufactured, it's probably more like 8A plus, but you know, which is 30 on the Eubank scale.
Awesome.
Fuck. But yeah, I think it's a great route nonetheless, and you know I enjoy climbing it, and it's good that it's just a piece of cake these days.
Took him fucking 3 weeks. I was there.
Took him 8
Solid
years.
3
Yeah,
weeks.
it took me 18.
He said like he's gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna do it second day. Fucking bullshit. 3 solid weeks on and off. Honestly, I've been there. I've been belaying exactly.
Hey,
it was
dear,
third week.
how many times have I done it?
And
Hey,
yeah, but if you were here for 2 months,
How many times have I done
and
it?
you've just been trying Somalia, now you say that it's 8A. Fuck. It's bullshit. Everything is 8A according to this. Like if it was 8A, you should have on-sighted it, not take 12 years to do, 18 years to do.
I don't on-site 8 days. Don't take it to heart. It's just a joke. It's just a joke, dear. What's wrong with you? Don't stream. It's not very nice. It hurts, doesn't it?
Yes. I can't believe that you said that it's 8A.
Well, 8A plus.
When we got nothing left to do and nowhere left to go, got a gun, so you shot your nerve, thought you had no place to run. Summer rain soaking through your shirt, too oblivious to know you're not alone. We're all alone. Yeah. Well, you found someone to believe, but he walked right out the door. Remember when life was easier? You're always looking to rewind. You got a dream, gonna live it now. Don't let the colors fade away. You're not alone. We're all alone. You're not alone. We're all alone. You're not alone. We'll get along.
Come on.
This is the last supper. So keep talking, motherfuckers. This is the last supper. So keep talking, motherfuckers.
So yesterday, I got pushed in the dirt, dragged by my feet, and buried in the rain. Today, it's payback.
This is the last song, so eat up, you motherfucker.
Go on.
When one day you woke up and everything was changed, would you care? And should I care? And the next day, it had all returned. Tomorrow was a world away. Would you turn back from where you came? These dark nights in my mind, I can't fight against time. These dark nights in my mind, I can't fight against time. When the world is coming down, will your feet hit the ground? A beautiful mind wastes away with you in time. And what is really there is gone. Deception takes its toll, and it leaves you behind.
Nice.
hard is the Wheel of Fortune?
Wheel of Life. I don't know. God knows. Pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. I think we should do it again, Ed. Let's do it again.
Seem to find peace and come and find me again. Place on the moon, a place I can never you. In the eyes of the head of the face, you look dead, I'm not joking. As your mind grows cold and misery unfolds unspoken. There's no fun to be had.
So here we are with Stunt Monkey. It's a pleasure to see you. I've seen you in action today, which has been absolutely thrilling. Now you've done 2 base jumps so far. What do you think about the laws and their effects? Okay. If jailed, how would you feel about a life behind bars? And do you think you're a positive role monkey? And what's your fascination with bananas? Top or bottom?
What else can we ask? Stuff like
One on me. Alright. Is all right, I'm ready? Ready. Alright.
The death swing was initially just a far-out concept of an unreal action. I'd done the hang rock rope swing in a harness, heaps of times when I was young, 14. Everyone's done it. It's the classic. It's heaps of fun. Rope jumping is just great. It was a dream for so long. I had it for like a few years to do this death swing, do the hang rock rope swing, just holding onto loops and then letting go at the other end and just flying and doing some flips, doing whatever, pulling your parachute and landing. And after having done all the base jumping and got my skills up, there was finally a time when I actually had all the necessary requirements to be able to pull it off. So let me get this right. You want me to jump off there, hold on to the rope, let go and do a triple backflip at the other end?
Yeah. It's for a movie called Smitten.
I'll give it a go. Alright.
And this is just for starters.
Yeah, this is just the first one. And you're going to buy me dinner, right? That's the deal. This is for dinner.
Takeaway.
Okay, yeah.
Chips and gravy.
Alright. Fuck, I'll do it twice for gravy.
Blood pumping, blood rushing, blood pumping, blood rushing, blood. Can you feel it in the air? Run your fingers through your hair. Hearts are pumping, faces thumping. Move your body like you're humping. Get down low, bring it slow. All this place is gonna blow.
Let's go.
We good?
Heat is
Yeah,
rising,
we're good.
heat is rushing. Can you feel your blood is pumping?
The best thing about being scared is afterwards. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, lift off.
Taste the sweat, taste the blood in this dirty electrolyte. Blood is rising, blood is rushing. Can you feel your blood is pumping? Blood rushing, blood pumping, blood rushing, blood pumping. Blood rushing, blood pumping, blood rushing.
So what happened was we did the death swing as per usual for the 5th jump of the day. Also my 100th jump, which is a good number. Something's always going to go a bit wrong on your 100th jump. So yeah, I jumped off, triple backflip, but because we've done it so many times, I thought, all right, I'll do one tuck double layout. Double layout went pretty well, but I had my legs a bit apart during the rotation. Pitched my pilot chute and got caught around my leg, unfortunately. Funny situation because that means your parachute doesn't open. But fortunately, well, no, I don't really have a story of success there. I proceeded to spiral and tumble into the ground without my parachute open. But it did manage to come out of the bag just before I hit the ground. And somehow, I don't know how it came out of the bag, and I don't know how I managed to survive, but I landed, boom, standing on the ground, just like, boom. And I don't even know, like, how that happened. So it's pretty amazing, like a real adventure, a really good adventure. And I don't have a scratch on me. No helmet, no boots, bobs, knee pads, shin pads, and I'm freaking terrific. How you going?
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good to see you. We've just spent a great day in the Blue Mountains where you've been climbing, jumping, freaking people out, culminating in a nude bass solo. So my first and most important question would be shrinkage. What do you do about it?
Not much of an issue, really.
Floyd! Woo! High five, that was a good one.
How's that for a beginning?
That was pretty good. That was a tough question. I throw them.
I don't know, not much of an issue. I just don't really think about that. Not really something I like to particularly feel favoured in joking about. Very serious topic, actually.
How did you progress from rock climbing towards the other things that you do, including base jumping?
Very inspirational video, actually. Australian climbing movie, coming at Hyper. No, but climbing and base jumping, pretty related. When you're climbing out there on the cliffs, you always see base jumpers. Well, always, maybe once a year, you'll see a base jumper. But it's thrilling. You're like, man, you know, what I'm doing is you know, pretty fun, but well, what they're doing looks unreal. And so as I grew up through climbing, I thought, you know, if there's ever anything else I wanted to do, it was going to be base jumping. And when I came to a stage in my life where I couldn't climb anymore because of just injuries, that's where I went.
That's lucky, man. That's lucky.
Yeah, sweet.
But just like,
It really won't.
I don't know, I suppose unnecessary shit like going out. I like the fact that it's fucking rock.
Ah!
Cool.
You did. Hey, this plank's not going to snap halfway through, is it?
Maybe.
Nah.
No. It's a tested painter's plank.
Is it fucking termite infected and shit?
I like the perforations.
Still got concrete. It's reinforced with concrete.
I'm an idiot. I'm fucking terrified.
That's good. First time I'm saying you're terrified.
Look how fucking flexed it's getting.
I know, that's what I
can
thought, it's
just
getting
run off
really
like-
flexed, eh?
A real man to do a handstand.
Can we shorten it? We can't. It looks like it's about to snap.
Yeah, it is, you know.
It's going to bend, eh?
You'd have to do
gonna
the
snap.
handstand not from the very
Pretty strong.
end, halfway along it.
I think you should come back and pull the plank in a bit more.
Shush, bro.
You can get too much flex on it.
Yep.
No, I'm fine.
Stand there. I think it's good to walk to the end. I'm just going to walk to the end of there.
Alright.
Feral, you should put a rig on just in case it does break.
You're not going off this grant. I'm too fucking fat.
I can't believe I did that without a rig. I'm pretty brave. Sometimes.
Did you do it before with no rig on?
Yeah. Way out. Like as far out as I could have it.
I just discovered my iPhone can zoom in.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
Oh, I'm fucking terrified!
Good luck. Good on that. This would be an awesome jump to get a 180 on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
All's well that ends well.
I love climbing because it takes you to some fabulous places in Australia and around the world. You have the opportunity to meet some fantastic people and continue relationships throughout your life. I like the physical and the mental aspects of climbing because they challenge you both in both of those aspects. It's like cryptic crossword puzzle solving in some respects. It's addictive. I moved to the Blue Mountains about 10 years ago for my climbing. It's predominantly, well, it's all sandstone rock, and there's over 3,000 routes spread over a large area, over 50 crags. It offers something for everyone. There's sport climbing, trad climbing, mixed climbing, so whatever tickles your fancy, it's available. And it's a great place to live and hang out and be part of the climbing community. I'm a mum. My daughter's name is Coco and she's just over 2 years old. I was still climbing when I was 14 weeks pregnant with her, and I was lucky enough to tick a 31 at that time. And funnily enough, when I was pregnant and climbing, I felt much better on rock than I actually did on the ground. I don't know what it was, but maybe it took my mind off things, and I felt natural actually climbing. When she was born, I didn't climb for 6 weeks, and I even went to the gym at 6 weeks and then went straight back home again because I didn't feel ready. But then the next week it was like a magnetic attraction. I pulled on and I was definitely raring and ready to go. And lucky enough, there's a bouldering mums group up here at that time, and I fell into that group, and they offered me a lot of support and feedback and motivation.
With a crash of a gong, she steals the show. Riding on the back of a tangerine bird. With a crash of a gong, she steals the show. Riding on the back of a tangerine bird. With a twinkle in her eye, she steals my breath. Rolling in the back of a big white moon bus. No, she's not coming down for a while. No, she's not coming down without that smile. For a while. But she came from far away. I told her she could not step it. I walk alone, and I walk alone, and I walk alone, and I walk alone.
You know, climbing's such an integral part of my life, and it's very rewarding for me. Just being on rock, it's different to just training indoors. Being on rock is something that's like soul food. Yeah, it's beautiful.
You'll take it all, you'll take it all, you'll take it all, you'll take it all. Yeah! Undercover girl downtown. Wonder if she's ever coming down. But I walk alone, and I walk alone, and I walk alone, and I walk alone. No, she's not coming down for a while. No, she's not coming down without that smile. No, she's
Farrell. I'm from Camden, southwest Sydney. Been climbing for about 14 years, and yeah, I'm a boulderer. It's good. Sydney's a top place to live. It's got lots of little crags everywhere, all near the houses and that, and short walks. Yeah, it's little caves, great problems. Yeah, it's no fun. Double demerit's pretty cool. It's just a whole lot of fridge slapping and big moves, a lot of tension and pretty fun.
All these crazy times we're living in, we only get just what you give. And my lazy mind is giving in. Nothing for the suckers and the microphone, cigarette smoke and a hefty loan. Never find the words just to make it right. Make it out of mind, make it out of sight. Crazy times we're living in.
I boulder because I like to fall off when it's hard, not because I'm tired.
Is giving in. Won't you leave us crazy times?
Yeah.
Won't you leave us crazy times? Yeah. The world's for sale, and we don't want to buy into it. The world's for sale, and we don't want to buy into it. The world's for sale. I left my heart on the street when the lights get red. Found my mind in the river sinking like a stone. Rain's coming down, can't escape the cold. Shots fired, it's another man down. Crazy times.
When's it gonna drop?
Now I'm the illest motherfucker that you ever saw. Ready for any situation that'll commit me to grand for 4 or 5 shooter. I might switch it to a Ruger. Who the fuck you thought this was smoking the Buddha? Intrude up on the mic and screw your head tight, cause the red light to stop the traffic. I keep the static to a minimum. Fuck what you thought I should be killing them more, cause I'm peeling them caps off.
No doubt, I put in work with the day and night shifts. You know my team roll more tighter than vice grips. I bet you thought you was probably the nicest till I spit. Now you just sound alright, kid. Or maybe hot cabbage. I'm a savage. I push back your cabbage, fucking like I'm like marriage. Revolver, nickel plate to your face. Fucking keys, leave the place without a trace.
Now I'm the illest motherfucker that you ever saw.
My natural born asshole that like the brawls. If you running with a squad, best to bring them all. And if you ain't about cheese, then we can't be cool. Cause ain't no telling what your stupid ass might do. I can't afford you fucking up my plans. Fucking go hard, don't win cops and grams for my money. Get that, flip that, watch what you say, my get gotta mean kick back.
The return of the one that you
Why are you so nervous then?
Family stuff.
Family stuff.
Okay, we'll try. We haven't had any, anyway.
Family stuff and your dad leaves.
I'll leave this
Well,
to Leone.
he's not part of the family. He's not their real father.
So apart from John not being the real father, all the children being accidents, is there anything else that you'd actually like to tell me?
Well, if you can turn the camera off, I'll tell you everything.
Oh, sure. It's off now. Obviously, you're both very proud of your sons and what they've achieved.
Yes.
Sometimes. Sometimes, yes.
No, we are proud of them, but people often say that sort of thing. I'll let you have a word in a minute, love. People often say that kind of thing, but I maintain it's more important that they're nice people and they're good to their parents. Yeah. John, don't you think?
Yes. Yes.
I told you he was a quiet one. No, we are proud of them and their achievements. It's been mind-blowing, really. To hear the other day that Lee was down in the Grampians and he had done a number 33 climb. Oh, sorry, that's not what you call it. Sorry. He had done a pretty fabulous climb. And I heard about it secondhand, and then he was very, it was good to do it. They're very humble, and we often are the last people to hear about their achievements, actually, which is a bit annoying. But we are proud of them.
Cool.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I've heard that you guys have done a lot in the Diamond Falls area. How did you get started there?
Well, it was kind of the place to be in the late 90s, and since, in decades since, it's been like probably the most influential crag for hard climbing in Australia. And as a result, it's like we've spent a bunch of time trying to do things that haven't been done or that were hard and stuff.
Cool.
Cool. You've also done quite a lot of climbing in Victoria. What areas have you been working lately?
Do you want to go again? Like, we don't really work areas.
What are you doing? Right? You just got to stand by the cliff face and wait for people to walk past.
I'm down on the corner.
Well, here we are at Taipan Wall in the Grampians. Not so long ago, maybe 2 years, I think, or so. Just after I did the groove train, I was just strolling like a little happy lamb down here, as you do. Done it 100 times. Fateful day though. Strolling along here, and I snagged my foot. I don't know what on, by gum. Some sort of little chicken head. And yeah, strolling along, Jesus Christ, snagged foot, facing off the ledge, shit me, Rhonda, what do I do? And so I had to leap off to set my foot free, but then I was mid-air falling, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what on earth to do? And luckily, all my highball practice from years gone by put me in good stead to land safely, which I did. But then I got knocked out and pissed myself and frothed at the mouth and had seizures. But so I actually fell from pretty much here, I think, right here, just down to there, where Zachy boy is, quite a way. And then wee yourself, Zach, because that's what I did. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, it was pretty good. And yeah, so then I had to get helicoptered out from the rocks over there down to Melbourne Hospital. And it was a laugh. Here I am today, sweet as. Got a puncture on my leg actually, I'll show you. See that scar? From a hole that I got from a tree, I think, on the way down.
Thank goodness they've gone.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you have a favourite?
Oh, I don't think you can have a favourite. We've got 3 children, I couldn't choose a favourite.
Lee.
The Groove Train is a route up on Taipan Wall. It's an extension to a route called Groovy, which is was a 28, but the extension makes it 33, and it goes up this really radical black streak. And yeah, it's in the Grampians National Park in Victoria, and it's pretty sweet. So the first part of the Groove Train is, I suppose, Groovy, which is the 28 bit. It goes up this radical scoop, which is all slick and quite technical. It has a few tricky moves, but it's not too bad, really. Just sort of stemming and that sort of thing, and then you come out on the face and then go back into the next scoop, which is pretty rad. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Gets you a little bit pumped, but it's not too hard. All right, so Groovy was bolted, I think, in '97 by Rich Heap, and then the extension was bolted by Zac Vertrees, I think, in 2002, something like that. And I don't think it got tried that much, just because it was a bit awkward to work because it's quite run out and that sort of thing. But I probably first tried it, I think, when I did Gilgamesh, which was probably late 2008. And I think I almost did it that trip. I fell off probably 3 moves from the top that trip, but I didn't manage it. And then the next trip back, came down, first day I just did all the moves, did all the sections, and then the next morning I think I did it first go on a foggy, brooding morning in 2009, I think, March 28th. Yeah, it's pretty fucking rad. Once you get to the top of Groovy, I suppose you have a bit of a rest with a knee bar, but you're not really that pumped, so you just sort of do a token shakeout. And you leave that, you do a bit of a pounce up to a jug, and what do? You have this awkward little rock over on some little slopey things that's a bit sort of sequency, but once you sort that out, you get to a pretty good edge, you make a clip, and the next section, which goes into the black streak, is pretty radical. So,
after the rest, I suppose you're shaking out on that black streak for a little while because it's a jug. And you're a little bit pumped when you leave it, but it's not too bad. But you make some big moves up to it, some edges. You again tuck into the wall really tight, do some little tic-tacky moves on some pinches, which is rad. And what do? Come down to an edge, go up to an edge, go up again, and you have to get yourself in this funny little back step thing and snatch this edge, which is rad. And then you're getting above the bolt as well, so it's a little bit engaging, if you know what I'm saying. And then you have to climb a little bit further above the bolt as well. And that's okay, you can shake out there a bit, but it's not as good as the last rest, so you're cooking by this stage, basically. From there, you just really have to bone down for the rest of it, so I think a 13 or maybe 15 move boulder problem to the top, and it's just like tucked into the wall, thin edges, really snatchy moves, but you have to hold the positions pretty perfectly to be able to sort of get yourself up there. Yeah, I was definitely screaming like, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know.
Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Good, come on. Come on.
Come on! Fucking cunt! Fuck, I'm the fucking best. Yes!
I have a Harley Davidson, or we burn rubber like they torch or rigs, and her hair is yellow and her teeth are sharp, or we ride with big money, babe, and she play the harp. She sing to me folk songs all about death. When I asked her why, she said they're the best, so I licked my third and let out a clutch. Oh, sniff this shit, honey, it won't take much. I said, baby, you're like milk and honey to me. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Yeah. Baby, you're like milk and honey to me. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Put your glass down and come over, yeah. Said I'm alive and we are alone, and I know for sure the Rose my home with her red bandana and a cool dark shades. Oh, we ride real fast and the hotel face in my rear view mirror, cocaine in my veins. We rode dead straight
That was quite beautiful.
You're that milk and honey to me. Put your glass down and come over. Yeah. Put your glass down and come over. Yeah. Oh, come on, baby. You're that milk and honey to me. Put your glass down and come over. Yeah. Put your glass down and come over. Yeah. Oh, come on, yeah. Baby. You're that milk and honey to me. Oh, put your glass down and come over, baby. Put your glass down and come over.
Plank is scary. I forgot how scary plank was.
You're scared, Lucky.
Just if it's cool.
I am.
Just watch my back.
I'll admit it. I'm
I'll
pretty terrified of doing a handstand on the end of that.
No, it's the first time he's admitted he's scared.
Maybe.
Not the first time. So you scared before.
Yeah.
With that clapped out parachute.
Which clapped out?
That one.
This one?
Oh, I keep your feet together, he'll be fine.
It was a death swing malfunction.
A death swing.
Wait a minute, quietness. Oh, you got the microphone right there as well.
Yeah, that's actually why I'm wearing this outfit. In case I get lost, you can find me. Well, it'll be a game. That's fine, Lucky. Where's Lucky? Fuck knows what these straps are for. Just tuck them away. Out of sight, out of mind.
And
Action.
action.
It's like a porn movie, isn't it?
Lovely.
The excitement, very good.
Memories.
High five. That was, that was very good. Okay.
It's a long action.
I can't get it out. Fuck. I can't get it out. Fuck.
I need climbing shoes.
Okay.
Quick, go.
Oh god.
Hold. Quick. Quick.
Oh my god.
You're still funny.
Come on, who wants to suck?
Who wants to suck?
Come on, have my suck. Come on. You need to breathe out first. Breathe out first. Come on.
And have you ever been injured or seriously hurt when you've been doing shit? Let's start that one again.
Do you mean Lucky, who's like over there next to the table? And Peter?
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Lucky just wants dinner. I feel like lucky tonight. I shouldn't really sing that, that's kind of bad. So what was the question I was asking? I've totally forgotten.
Past experiences. No, this week.
Yep.
More relevant.
Yes, good. Okay. So are you smitten with Smitten, and what's it been like working with Ed Thornhill and Mike Myers?
I'm glad you asked, actually. No, Smitten's been going really well. A great opportunity to get out of my system a lot of stuff I've been wanting to get out of my system. I'm living up at Surfers Paradise now. There's no base jumping there. When Ed called me up and asked whether I wanted to come down, for a week of base jumping, I thought, unreal. This is right up my alley. This is exactly what I want to do. And it's been going really well, working with Ed and working with Mike Myers, two highly professional people. They've been around the block. they've done a thing or two. So, and you can really tell that. And to work with such professional people is a real kick.
Can I laugh now? Go on.
Oh.
What the fuck? Some fucking cricket on the hole.
Oh, fuck.
Come on.
Me. I'm off. Oh, I'm really Coke bottle, I think. Ben, come on. Come on, man. Good, come on. Come on. Come on, man.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck me.
Take, fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Fuck. Fucking big fucking cunt.
Sorry. Oh, it's just fucking greasing up.
All the farmers keep fucking looking at me. Go away, you old fool.
Good, come on. Nice.
Fuck me! Fuck it! Ah! Fuck! Sorry. Shit's fuck.
Pumped ass. Oh, that's what Robbie did.
Oh, I've got nothing to show now. Tell you what. Holy shit, I'm not doing myself any justice.
Yeah, I want that, the post facing that way.
Hold on. Oh, fucking hell, come on, grow! Let's stretch it. Yeah. Go.
Yeah. Okay, 30 seconds at the moment.
Oh, I've got 6 bucks.
10 seconds, mate. She's on the edge.
Shut the fuck up. Hang on.
She's telling me to shut the fuck up.
I can't do it now, one sec. Fuck, I'm booked. Hang on.
Not to fly out too far.
Okay.